Today I'm going to show you how to replace the battery on this Vespa Primavera here 150, 155cc, and how to replace it with a new battery which you will have to activate, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Let me show you. I've already taken out the battery out of this Vespa once before, and it's located under here, and I'll show you how to take it out and do all of that. But what happened is that after I had charged it the first time, turn the ignition on and this would happen. See it? Nothing is happening. So after charging it the first time, I realized the battery is dead. So we are actually going to replace the battery today, and we're going to replace it with a new battery, which is by Yuasa. Yuasa is a battery that Vespa recommends, and it's what they use. And for the Primavera Sprint, the part number 4 is a YTX7L-BS. It comes with acid, and we will have to activate it. So let's do that so that while the battery is activated and it settles for a little bit, we will take the battery out of the Vespa in the meantime. To activate this battery, we will remove the acid pack from its package that came in a box. Here it is right here. Now make sure you use protection. Be sure to wear gloves because this stuff is highly corrosive and you don't want to spill any on yourself. And if you do, rinse with water thoroughly. Okay, so we got the acid here. We'll remove the plastic tape off of the battery like so. Remove this cap right here. And we will hold on to this because this will go on the battery itself when this is poured in. Be sure that you use the whole alkali sulfuric acid solution. So you're going to pour it, place it over the battery like so. And the battery has these puncturing ports that when you push down on the acid solution, that's it. It's now doing its thing. It will start pouring the alkali solution into the battery at its own pace, at its own rate, and it's going to use the whole amount of fluid. So let it do its thing. It's going to take a couple of minutes. Actually, it's going to take give it 20 minutes because as the acid goes into the battery, the gases will be released into the container. And if you want to speed up the process a little bit, you can tap on it, but do not puncture any holes in the container of the sulfuric acid. So now, while this is doing its thing, we're going to start removing the battery out of the Vespa. Let's do that. While the sulfuric acid is pouring into the battery and we'll let it settle for an hour, we can remove the battery from the lowest point in the Vespa, which is right about where your feet rest when you ride. Now the Vespa does come with its own tools, but in case you don't have this pouch, which you should be able to find under the seat where the storage is, what you'll need is only a Phillips head screwdriver and a T25 star type. See, it looks like this. It's a T25 bit or screwdriver or a socket. So we'll remove the 4 screws. Like so. This should come right off. We'll put this aside for the time being. Put this right here. And we can now remove the bracket that it's over the battery itself, which is, there's a bracket right here, and it has the same type fastener, just a little bit bigger. The fasteners for the bracket that holds the battery in place is a T30. So we'll unscrew the fasteners like so. I mean, this is a very simple job. It doesn't require a whole lot of expertise, if you will. Just be careful you don't drop the screws down somewhere in the unknown of the Vespa. So before we remove this bracket, we'll disconnect the battery terminals with a Phillips head screwdriver. If it has washers, make sure you don't lose them. The new battery does come with new screws and new nuts, and I'll show you all about that later when the time comes. And then you pull up the bracket like this. Again, be careful you don't lose none of the fasteners. All right. And you'll also notice that the way this is it's in such a way where this part of the bracket and is a little higher than this side here, and this thing goes installed in a certain way so that it doesn't make the cover bulge. So this only goes one way. Pay attention to how do you take this off. So once you got the bracket off and your terminals are disconnected, the battery is ready to come out. Here it is. As you can see, all the sulfuric acid has made it inside the battery, and we cannot remove the bottle off the battery like so. And the cap that came on top of the container, that we will use to seal the battery. And from this point forth, you will never have to open this battery ever again. Now, Yuasa does recommend that once you have poured the sulfuric acid into the battery, let it do its thing and let it sit for about an hour. Let it sit for about an hour so that the activation takes place. Now, as of right now, this battery is about 75 to 80% charged, but Yuasa does recommend that we charge this to 100%, and we'll use that, and we will use a battery charger. It's a small battery charger. It's a 2 amp battery charger like this one, and we will plug it in after the battery has settled, and we'll charge it until the indicator on the battery charger tells us the battery is full, and then we'll be able to put this in the Vespa. The battery I finished to settle. I let it sit for an hour, and now we have the battery charger hooked on it, and it's currently charging. When this light turns green, we are ready to put this battery back in the Vespa. Let's just wait until that light turns green. It took about a couple of hours or so, maybe a little less, but the battery is now fully charged. As you can see, the light is green and it's flashing. We can now install the battery back in the Vespa, and don't forget to insert the nuts that came with the battery, if your battery came with new hardware, inside of the slotted area of the battery. Let's do that first, and we'll put the battery back in. We can finally put the battery back in. There it is. We'll put the little crossbar on top first. All right. For the, again, T30 size screwdriver for the bar on top. Be mindful of how the battery holding the strip came off. Okay, this is in, nice and snug. Okay. The new battery may not have come with washers. If your old washers are in the hardware of the old battery, hold on to them, replace them. Okay, here it is. Okay, this one is in. You'll notice that the new hardware has a silver coating on, and that's because it's for improved conductivity. And all right. Okay, this is also in. We can tuck this in like so. And we can put the top cover back on. Then we could do an ops check to make sure that everything is working properly. T25 for the top screws. And we are done here. Now let's make sure that this battery is working and the Vespa starts right up. Moment of truth. Put the keys in the ignition. Brakes. We are back in business. And that is all, folks. Hope this video was of help to you. We will see you at the next one. Take care.